The Northland is an amazing place, and we're hitting the road to show off your town. Today, the spotlight's on you, Ironwood. Your town in Ironwood, Michigan starts now.
Good evening. We are so excited to kick off this summer's Your Town series in beautiful Ironwood, Michigan.
Yeah, this is our first ever live newscast in Gogebic County, and we are absolutely thrilled to highlight everything this region has to offer. Good evening. I'm Briggs LaSavage.
And I'm Dan Wolf. Thank you so much for joining us here from beautiful Ironwood, Michigan in the UP.
It has been absolutely beautiful today, and we have quite the special broadcast coming up. This show has involved us making quite a few trips to Ironwood over the past several weeks. We've really gotten to see a lot that this town has to offer, and we're super excited to show you all that tonight.
It's kind of become our home away from home lately. We have a lot to show you, from the rich theater history in town to future plans to breathe new life into a world-renowned ski jump that has some of the most impressive views you've ever seen, maybe the most impressive view I've ever seen.
Yeah, you got to see it firsthand, and we're excited to see that too. All of that is coming up tonight, but first, a quick introduction in case you don't know too much about Ironwood. That town is in the UP, right near Michigan and Wisconsin's border, and it sits on the beautiful Lake Superior too.
That's right. Ironwood was founded in 1886 and originally prospered as a mining town. It is now filled with historical buildings and centerpieces.
Yeah, including the Ironwood Depot, which we are set up right in front of tonight. The depot is actually turning 130 years old this year. It's incredible.
If you're ever in town, this is a spot to definitely check out. It's very cool. Built back in 1882, the depot was the hub of an elaborate railroad yard operation in the center of Ironwood. Thousands of immigrants arrived here from all over the world, and thousands left from its platform to fight in World War I. Automobile traffic and the closure of the mines reduced usage of the depot, and the last passenger train came through in 1971. The depot was scheduled to be demolished in the 80s, but it was saved by the Ironwood Area Historical Society, who takes care of the building to this day. And many preservation projects, the depot is seeing growth once more right now.
2 years ago, the first time in my life, I saw license plates from all 50 states, and I mean even Hawaii. There must have been a serviceman who brought his vehicle over here, which was absolutely astounding.
And to celebrate 130 years, it'll host several exhibits to highlight its past and the rich history that Ironwood has to offer. And again, if you're going to be here in town visiting, this is a place to check out. We have so much more to cover, including an interview with the Ironwood mayor. And I'm going to be interviewing some kids and some animals.
A live interview with live animals.
Yeah.
We're excited about that.
It's going to be fun and interesting. That's all to come.
It sure is. But first, we're going to send it back to Rob Coles in the studio for a look at today's top stories. Rob?
All right, thanks, Briggs. Well, crews are still searching for an 18-year-old man on a lake in the BWCA. The Cook County Sheriff responded Wednesday evening to a call of an overturned canoe on Gillis Lake. Authorities say 2 men were fishing when their canoe tipped. One man was able to swim to shore, while the other, who was not wearing a life jacket, never resurfaced. Several departments are conducting search and rescue operations. And boaters beware. The Wisconsin DNR is warning boaters that they'll see more law enforcement officers on waterways next weekend. The DNR says it's part of its Operation Dry Water campaign, which promotes safe boating practices across the country, including sober boating. According to recent estimates, alcohol is a leading cause of recreational boating deaths. Wisconsin DNR says operating a vessel while impaired is illegal on all Wisconsin bodies of water. We have more information about Operation Dry Water on our website, northernnewsnow.com. And a celebration of community and massive fish is underway in Hayward. Muskie Fest returns to town every year the weekend after Father's Day. This year's theme is Wishin' I Was Fishin' and features live music, food vendors, a muskie run, and the crowning of the Muskie Festival Queen. Events run through Sunday, ending with a grand parade in downtown Hayward. We've got more information about it on our website, northernnewsnow.com. But we want to head back out to Ironwood for our Your Town show forecast with Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch. Adam, how's the weather out there?
The weather's actually pretty good here, Rob. We have a few clouds above us, but no rain actually here in Ironwood. It's kind of crazy. The showers and thunderstorms kind of remain just away from Lake Superior. giving folks here at the farmers market behind me gorgeous conditions to sell and show up and kind of hang out with their community. It's a great community. I'm talking to a ton of people here already, and everyone's just been so nice and so welcoming, and so super glad that we're here doing this show. But let's take a look at what we have on satellite and radar, because we do have some showers and thunderstorms here across the region, some much needed rain. Now, none of these storms are severe, nor do I anticipate any severe weather from these storms here throughout the rest of the overnight, but we will continue to see scattered showers and thunderstorms through the rest of the afternoon. Air quality warnings have been expanded across the Arrowhead and in northern Wisconsin. That will continue into tomorrow. We will be seeing smoke from wildfires up in Canada continuing as we head through the rest of Saturday. So we're going to be seeing that wildfire smoke impacting air quality. You're definitely going to want to be careful of that and be aware of that. Now, as far as temperatures go out there, we do have temperatures sitting in the 60s, 70s, and even a few 80s. Some showers and thunderstorms here and there in the Twin Ports, but in Solon Springs, Siren, Aiken, International Falls, seeing some sunshine at least. Here's a look at tomorrow. We will be seeing temperatures in the mid to lower 60s for highs. Some showers and thunderstorms will be possible, not necessarily all day long though. There will be some windows where you should be able to get outside, maybe go for a walk, maybe light up the grill for a little bit even. But just keep an eye on radar with us. Download the KBGR6 weather app if you would like alerts sent to your phone right away. But I'll take a look at that extended forecast, talk about how much rain we could expect through this weekend coming up in a bit. I'll send it back over to you, Dana Briggs.
All right, fingers crossed the rain holds off for us here. We're looking up at the sky, keeping a close eye on it. Well, hey, one of the most iconic places in Ironwood is the Historic Theater.
Yeah, it sure is. And they continue to entertain even after opening 95 years ago. The historic Ironwood Theater's marquee lights up East Aurora Street, calling people in to enjoy music, dance, movies, plays, and so much more too. And much of that work is all done by volunteers. Bruce Greenhill is the theater's manager. He says it's incredible to work alongside people who are so dedicated to keeping this piece of history alive, especially for the younger generation.
Present a forum for those who might not necessarily be gifted academically or athletically, but it gives young people a place where they can explore who they are and who they're going to be.
And some of that theater is original, including the Barton organ. It still sounds just the same, we're told, as when it was installed 95 years ago. And you can help support that organ's maintenance during a special fundraiser concert coming up at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. For the theater's full summer and fall schedule, you can head to our website. And joining us now is Ironwood Mayor Kim Corcoran. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys for being here too.
Absolutely, we're excited to be here. As we've seen, Ironwood is full of some very, very rich history, but we know you guys have some big plans for the city's future too. What are some of the biggest priorities for the city looking into the next 5 years or so?
Well, we've been working on our water and sewer, and one of our bigger projects would be a water treatment plant. So we're just kind of working out the different phases of that, trying to secure the funding. And of course, roads are always an issue, so we try to take care of those.
Especially when you get record-breaking snow sometimes too.
So those potholes, they just don't go away. So we just kind of keep up on a road millage, and also looking at housing. We need long-term and short-term housing, so we're just kind of doing what we can, try to invite some investors to come in and check out what we have, and maybe some kind of specials that we can offer and do.
Okay.
So.
And I know with housing, you guys, a big goal for your town is to bring more people to live in that housing.
Yes.
What are some of the tactics to try to get more people to come enjoy all this beautiful piece of land that Ironwood is?
Well, Ironwood, our tagline is Find Your North, and Find Your North is kind of like find your passion.
Okay.
So we've done a lot of placemaking strategies where, it's just the little things, whether you're putting up plants and banners and you're having special events. We have our First Friday events where every Friday we have music in the park, and we have our farmers market and different events. So you're just trying to create a place where people want to be. I think Ironwood kind of sells itself a little bit. We have a lot of natural stuff here as far as winter sports and summer sports, whether you're motorized, non-motorized, there's always something here for you to do.
So much to do.
And a lot of history in our area. And we have our Miners Trail, which we just recently put in 10 miles of mountain
Yes.
bike trail. So
Incredible.
a couple blocks from here, you can jump on a mountain bike and put on 10 miles and go around.
All
So
right.
we're just trying to do little things like that, and we're working with the establishments with the marijuana, so we're trying to be a recreation destination.
Lots to do here
Yes.
in Ironwood. Mayor
Yes.
Kim Corcoran, thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us.
Yep, thank you.
All right, still to come. As she just mentioned, Michigan was the first state to legalize recreational marijuana in the Midwest. A look at how the Ironwood is putting that tens of thousands in tax dollars to use coming up.
All right, I'm here in Ironwood, Michigan. Of course, I had to find a food spot to check out, and these guys actually brought us some samples, which is super nice. This is Up in Smoke. You guys are a barbecue place, and this is Nate, by the way, the owner. What kind of barbecue do you guys do?
Southern style barbecue from Georgia.
All right, that is fantastic, and man, it was delicious. What's the most popular thing on your menu?
Well, right now the brisket's amazing. The pork belly as well. That's a silly question because it's all amazing. So
Yeah, true. So where are you guys located here in Ironwood?
we're located here downtown Ironwood, 232 East Air Street. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. You make some good barbecue, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thank you
appreciate it. So let's take a look at what we going on in the weather world out there right now. We do have some showers and thunderstorms here across our region, and we're going to continue to see those here as we head through tonight and into tomorrow morning even. So nothing severe, but there are some lightning strikes, some heavy downpours of rain will be possible. Overall, not expecting anything severe though. So a good amount of rain is on the way for us. Like I said, this weather will continue on and off throughout the overnight and even linger into tomorrow morning, with some regular rain showers kind of up in the boundary waters and up across the international border. A break midday for most folks, as you'll notice, and then after 3 p.m. we'll see more redeveloping showers and thunderstorms into tomorrow evening, and then more waves of rain showers, probably not as much thunder as we head into Sunday. Sunday we'll see some scattered showers here. Models are kind of backing off a little bit on Sunday's totals for some folks though. But as far as rain totals go, we're expecting anywhere between 1 and 3 inches of rain for most areas. A couple of spots along the South Shore might get a little bit less rain, which is unfortunate, but we'll just have to wait and see where these thunderstorms kind of decide to develop. As far as temperatures go, as we head into tonight, we'll see some 60s for lows this evening, so a nice mild night ahead. Tomorrow morning will be, or tomorrow afternoon, we'll be seeing some 60s across northeast Minnesota, around the head of the lake, and along the South Shore. But just inland and just to the south, that's where we'll see some 80s still for highs. So that's where we will have the best chance of thunderstorm activity. Some 50s for morning lows Sunday morning. And then as we head towards Sunday's going to be the coolest day out of the weekend. In fact, coolest day this week. We'll see 50s and 60s for highs. So maybe plan on indoor activities on Sunday. Right now here in Ironwood, Michigan, it's gorgeous, 77 degrees. We have some thin clouds up there right now, kind of blocking the harsh sunlight, so it's pretty ideal out here right now. 60s in the Twin Ports, though, and some 70s and 80s up across the international border and in the boundary waters. It is noticeably more humid today, though. Dew points are sitting in the 60s, so that is definitely something that I think most folks probably noticed as they stepped out the door this morning. Here's a look at tonight. We will be seeing some occasional showers and thunderstorms this evening, some 50s and 60s for lows with winds out of the east and southeast between 5 and 10 miles per hour. In Wisconsin, the UP, some more 50s and 60s for lows tonight, and should be seeing cloudy skies with, again, some occasional showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, 80s across our far southern counties, but if you live by the lake, it is going to be a little bit cooler, some 50s and 60s for highs, and the UP will see a high of around 82 degrees. And then on the Minnesota side, some 60s and 70s for highs, and again, some showers and thunderstorms are looking possible there. Here's a look at your extended forecast. We're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms through the weekend, but into next week, just some minor chances of rain here and there. Basically, not everyone's going to be getting in on the rain that we see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but there will be some occasional showers for some folks, partly cloudy skies and highs sitting in the 70s pretty much throughout the week. So overall, not a bad forecast there. Hopefully this rain continues this weekend enough to the point where it will at least put a dent in the drought conditions that we're experiencing out there. So I think we're all looking forward to maybe just a little bit of a rainy weekend here, and then every weekend after this can be sunny as far as I'm concerned. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab myself some barbecue here and I'll send it over to you guys.
It's amazing. Everywhere we go for live shows, Adam finds a barbecue joint every single
Never
time.
fails. Never fails.
It's amazing how that works. Well, hey, Michigan voters legalized recreational marijuana back in 2018, the first Midwest state to do so. And since then, the industry has been growing like a weed.
Yeah, I got a chance to look at the economic impact that marijuana has had on Ironwood and how things could change with Minnesota's new marijuana law taking shape. I bet you'd think I was just blowing smoke
It has far exceeded projections.
if I told you this is what a recreational marijuana shop in Ironwood looked like at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday.
And you see we're bursting at the seams.
Joni Moore is one of Higher Love's founders, and if she's being blunt, the buzz here, even compared to their other 4 stores around Michigan, really caught them off guard.
Well, this is a border store. You know how close it is to Wisconsin and Minnesota, so we get a lot of tourists who come up this way. Attracts people from many walks of life and many different places.
Higher Love was Ironwood's first recreational cannabis store to open. That was a little over a year ago, shortly after city officials ironed out local ordinances and opened applications for 2 retail licenses. Now, Higher Love Ironwood employs about 60 people, is open 7 days a week, and is also in the middle of a major expansion project out back. Moore says all that's been beneficial not only for her business, but the community, too.
When cannabis business opens in a small town, there's other customers come and they need gas and they need food, and so it helps support all the local businesses.
There's also the tax dollars. Michigan takes in a 10% excise tax and a 6% sales tax on recreational marijuana sales, money that's then partially distributed back into cities and counties based on how many retail licenses they have. This was the city of Ironwood's first year collecting on that.
So we got about $100,000 this year.
That's Tom Bergman, Ironwood's community development director. He says there's been a big push in town to put that money toward public safety.
Public safety is looking at buying an $800,000 new fire truck. You know, they're very expensive, and so they're slowly been putting away money for that, and these dollars will help with that.
Now, Bergman hopes they can double that impact in the coming years, as the Ironwood City Commission recently voted to open up 2 more retail licenses.
We were getting a lot of demand. We were getting a lot of other companies that were interested, and so we said, well, the market is obviously there if people are interested, and they thought, well, we'll open up a couple more licenses and try to take full advantage of the economic impact of the industry.
An industry that only seems to be expanding, with Minnesota recently legalizing recreational marijuana. Bergman says that eventual impact on Michigan's sales is still a bit cloudy.
And we'll see how their pricing ends up and compare it to Michigan's, and then we'll see how much business still comes to our area.
But for Moore, she sees Minnesota as another opportunity, one that could drive her sales even higher.
Well, we're really looking forward to meeting everybody in Minnesota. A lot of our customers are from Minnesota, so now we're going to come to them instead of them having to come to us.
Bergman recognizes not everyone, of course, is on board with the industry, but he did say that the City Commission took several years to develop strict regulations for it.
And he said both of Ironwood's marijuana stores, including Rise UP, have been very good community partners. Really interesting story there.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun to learn about that industry, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, hey, we've got a lot more Ironwood content coming up. All right, welcome back to Ironwood. I've got some special guests with me here, and one that doesn't want me in the shot with him. This is what's your name? This is Flint, and we've got a couple of 4-H students here. This is Jaylee and Delilah. Thank you both so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit. Flint, like I said, is here. Tell us a little bit about the animals that we've got around us here.
Well, we have a variety of animals around here: goats, chickens, rabbits, and a steer who likes to push you.
Yeah, he does a good job of that. Tell me, you've got a big show coming up, right, in August?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that'll be our Gogibbet County Fair. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that'll be our fair on August 10th through 14th.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about some of the preparation that goes into getting the animals ready for the show.
Well, it's making sure that they can make the weight limit for the auction. That's a big part of a lot of this, and having them trained enough so they can understand you.
So does Flint have to go on a diet, or is Flint pretty much good to go?
I don't think Flint has to go on a diet.
Flint looks pretty good to me. And so how long have you all been doing 4-H?
Well, I started when I was 5 years old, and that's...
It's a long time. Long time. Okay. Well, good luck with that big show coming up in August. Thank you so much for being here and showing off your animals. Thanks to Flint. Whoa. Thanks to Flint for sharing some screen time with us. And we're going to throw it back over to you guys.
Well, the Ironwood content doesn't stop here. We're also doing our 6 o'clock newscast live from Ironwood 2 with a whole lot more fun stories.
Yeah, you get to see me sweat coming up at 6 o'clock. I got to visit the largest ski jump in the Western Hemisphere. For 25 years, Copper Peak hosted international athletes for ski flying competitions. That ended in the mid-90s because the money just wasn't there for expensive and much needed renovations. So Copper Peak shifted gears and now serves as an adventure ride, one that takes you up more than 500 feet in the air for views you absolutely won't get anywhere else.
And on a clear day, crystal clear day, we can see across Lake Superior to the vicinity of Granbury, Minnesota.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's high up there. You're going to be able to see me sweat. Like I said, I reached a certain point, and then our photographer, Alex Lydola, took it from there with continuing to go up Copper Peak. I couldn't do it anymore, but I made it up quite a way.
You did, way further than I think I would have made it.
So it was a lot of fun. Yeah. We do, in the meantime, have to keep our eye on the weather here.
Yeah, some showers and thunderstorms still out there in a couple of areas, but nothing severe, so we'll keep a close eye on these as we head towards the 6 o'clock show, too.
All right, well, we will see you back here live from Ironwood coming up at 6 o'clock.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, we got a...